The Israelis are taking aim at the leaders of Hamas and the buildings in which they have offices and ordinary people have homes. This is part of the heavy price that Benjamin Netanyahu warned the militant group would pay for doing this to Israel. It's the intensity of these salvos fired from Gaza that has shocked the Israeli public. The sheer volume of rockets that Hamas has been able to unleash simultaneously. It's safe to say that never before has Tel Aviv faced such a heavy bombardment as it did in the early hours of this morning and last night. As we found out in southern Israel today, the volleys there are incessant. With at least 7 Israeli citizens dead and dozens more injured, everyone knows the Iron Dome defensive shield is being pierced quite regularly. The Israelis believe that Hamas have used Iranian technology to give at least some of their rockets a lower flying trajectory to make them harder to intercept. They're still unguided and indiscriminate, and one has struck this oil storage tank beside a power station. An Israeli soldier was killed when an anti-tank missile fired from Gaza struck his jeep. Inevitably, Israel's retaliatory airstrikes on the enclave have been forceful and sustained. The Israelis claim to have killed 16 high-ranking militants, some of the men who decided to attack Israel in an attempt to take over the leadership of the Palestinian people. The head of Hamas and de facto ruler of Gaza has already declared victory in what he called the battle for Jerusalem. What's different about this latest spasm of the conflict with the Palestinians is that it has multiple fronts. The arrest of Hamas members on the West Bank has led to clashes in several cities there. But what is really concerning Israel's leaders is the trouble that has erupted in mixed communities inside the country itself. Jews and Arabs have been attacking each other, synagogues vandalized, and Muslim cemeteries set on fire. In places where both sides have enjoyed relatively good relations for years, the violence has come as a shock.
My neighbors became terrorists. My own neighbor. We lived here together. I don't know what happened to them, but they just got crazy.
Benjamin Netanyahu knows the drill when it comes to fighting Hamas, but quelling intercommunal strife inside Israel is something else entirely. Today he pledged to stop the anarchy with an iron fist if needed. No one is backing down here as Israel finds itself faced with adversaries both without and within. John Irvine, News at 10, Tel Aviv.